That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Now Hall to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. The Jets at 5-8, 3 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Don't get nervous. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. But he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Burton. His 3rd touchdown now on on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. In motion goes the tight end. Stafford on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Hey, check. Right there, 54, right there.
Ball again on 2nd down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Check.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 36 yards. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, Stafford here.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll run here with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hall again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Check, 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 check. Check 37. Blue dog corners, blue dog corners. Haywood. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
To throw is Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Ball again on second down. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Now it's Wilson. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And now defensively. They're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. In motion right is Wilson. On 4th down, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. In motion right is Wilson. Wilson on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Hall again.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Hall. 72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Jets,
their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, get...
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo, Porsche, photogenic. Hard line.